You are all gifted children, so that's why you will get this opportunity. You know your curriculum, you like to join engineering courses, no? You thank God, you are almighty, because you are all gifted because of your parents. You all get gifted parents, that's why you all get this opportunity to hear at least and then join. So I wish you all, my dear young buds. So now let me talk about our whole engineering course. So unfortunately, because of this pandemic situation, whether you lucky or unlucky, we had this situation, no? Anyhow, we will thank God of getting life. Otherwise we cannot see even get this opportunity, no? In this discipline or in this curriculum or engineering course, you will have your basic sciences only in the first semester: maths, physics, chemistry. So these are all very simple subjects, no? Maths, physics, chemistry. Only you will learn 2 more new subjects that they'll let you know later. One is engineering graphics, see how to draw graphs and all, how to draw figure. So that is also an interesting subject, and then basic fundamentals of computing also you will have. Okay, yeah. So right children, but because of the pandemic situation, you may not get basics about maths, physics, chemistry. So we like to give a basic concept about your basic maths. Only 45 to 50 minutes only we will tell you what are the basic concept about maths, physics, chemistry, especially, and English, communication English, how to learn or how to come with our curriculum, how to come with our discipline. So all this we will have a plan to tell you in a very simple manner. Only basic only we will tell you. So okay, out of all this, on behalf of mathematics, I like to start the basic mathematics. First of all, let me introduce what is called the matrix. So the subject matrix I will take. Similarly, the other basic mathematics topics my colleague will take you one by one from this the whole induction program. All the things are very simple. If you go through this, only you will you can think about your discipline. It's very simple maths only. So likewise only I like to give you the basic maths. Okay, yeah. So see children, in your first semester you will have a paper called Engineering Mathematics 1. So it has 5 chapters, 5 units. Here we will be called it as units, UNITIS. You in your school level, these are all called chapters. Here you are going to learn, it is called units. So all the 5 units having your 12th and 11th basic is your foundation. With that fundamentals, we people like our professors will build you with the remaining 5 units along with your basics. But you don't fear about your basics, whether you know or not. Don't worry, don't get fear. We will give you all basics what you want to this discipline or to this engineering course. Likewise, I like to start, the first topic is matrices. So you have studied in +1 as well as +2. Don't worry of it. If you did not know also, no problem. I will give you the basic, what is called a matrix. So see, matrix means it is simply a collection of elements. Collection of elements in a arranged manner. Collection of elements in an arranged manner is called a matrix. See, you look at this example. It's a very simple example. So see, this example means having numbers in a arranged manner. You see, just I'll show you the example. With this example, I will explain you the definition. So seeing this example, it is denoted as A, capital letter A. No, A having 2 brasses. No, there is a closed brass starting. See, I can show you. So the first numbers are 2, 1 minus I, 4. So see, 2, 1 minus I 4. This is called sitting, bench wise, no? It is called a row. Similarly, secondly, you can see 1, 2, 5. That is called the second row sitting people. Similarly, third, 2 minus 4, 9. That is called the third way of sitting people in a bench. So people like you, or friends like you, or young birds like you sitting in a bench, that way is called row. Backways, you are sitting one bench, back of you another boy or girl is sitting, back of her another boy or girl is sitting. Back arrangements are called column. Okay, yeah? So the arrangements of rows and columns in an ordered manner, in a good manner is called a matrix. I can give you the words also. See, it is a collection of numbers. Numbers are usually called elements. It is arranged in a rectangle or a square manner. Rectangle. So rectangle means, rectangle means what? See, it is called a rectangle. Okay, it is called a rectangle. There are 4 sides. Opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are perpendicular. So this is called a rectangle. So it is called a rectangle means of these 2 sides are equal. Similarly, these are the 2 sides which are equal. So this figure is called a rectangle. Again, square, no? The figure which is called a square. All the 4 sides are equal. That is called a square. See, if we measure the length of this side as well as this side as well as this side, so all the 4 sides, length of all the 4 sides are equal is called a square. So these 2 figures. Rectangle means opposite sides are equal. It is called a square. It means all the 4 sides are equal. So it is here I am talking about the topic or content which is called a matrix. It is nothing but a collection of numbers. These numbers are usually called elements. All these elements are arranged in a manner like a rectangle or a square, which is called a matrix. Okay, see, so if you look this example, I can draw here. So we will arrange all these elements in a rectangle manner or a square manner. Both are called a matrix only. Okay, you don't think about only look like a square is called a matrix. No, never. So either a square shape or a rectangle shape. So see, this is a square shape figure I am giving. This is a rectangle shape figure I am giving. Right, friends? So see, arrangements of numbers in an order. Those numbers are inside these braces. These braces, usually this bracket are called closed brackets, or you can make use of this bracket also. See, this is also we can use for matrices. This is called open braces or open brackets. So now let me arrange numbers in an order, like either in the rectangle shape or in the square shape. If I will arrange the numbers or letters like A, B, C, I write in the first way, first looking like a bench ways, no? This way of writing or sitting or arranging numbers are called a row. This way of writing or sitting or arranging numbers are called what? Rows. Only one, it is called a row. Similarly, we can arrange the remaining elements also. Back of A, it is D. Next of B, it is E. Next of C, it is some F. Something like that, some numbers. Similarly, next of D, we can give it as H. Next of E, we can give it as some I. And next of F, we can give it as some J. Right? So, if you look at, I told you, this way of arrangements is called a row. A, B, C, it is called a row. It is called a row. We can call it as first row. Arrangements of D, E, F, like this way, manner, or like this way, it is called a second row. Normally, this direction is called a row, right? The new word you are going to learn today is, after matrix, it is called a row. So way of arranging numbers or elements in this manner is called row. Similarly, second row, HIF is called third row, right? Similarly, if you like to tell the numbers like this manner, A, D, H, you don't like to read A, B, C. Instead, you like to read A, D, H, means it is also have a name. It is called column. Column. It is also a new word. You need this word. That's what I am insisting this word. Okay, my dear friends. So this way of arrangements of numbers usually called row. Singular it is called row. In plural we will call it as rows. Let me come one by one. So this way is called column. So this is called the first column. This is called the second column. This is called the third column. I can give you this way. This is called the first column of elements. This is called the second column elements. And this is called the third column elements. Right, friends? This is what I have arranged all those numbers in the square shaped brackets. Similarly, I can arrange numbers in this rectangular shape brackets also. I'll give you. Here I have taken alphabets. Here I like to take numbers. Nothing is wrong in it. If you like to arrange here also alphabets, no problem. Okay, it is our wish. But the arrangement is very important. It is in an order or it is in an arranged manner. That is very, very important. 6, some 2 or some 0, some 8, some 4, any number. Okay. So if you look this, it will look like a rectangular shaped matrix. It will look like a square shaped matrix. Right? It will look like the square shaped matrix. It will look like a rectangular shaped matrix. Here I have arranged the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all called rows. I have arranged the rows with the first row elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the second row elements with the 6, 2, 0, 8, 4. So this rectangular matrix having 2 rows, and if you count how many columns, 1, 6 first column, 2, 2 second column, 3, 0 third column, 4, 8 fourth column, 5, 4 fifth column. So here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns and 2 rows. So this is a rectangular shaped braces having 2 rows and 5 columns. If you look this, it is a square shaped bracket or braces having, so count how many. This is first row, ABC first row, DEF second row, HIF third row. 3 rows. How many column? Column 1, column 2 and column 3. So if you look at this figure or this example, there are 3 rows and 3 columns. Equal number of rows and equal number of columns. Let me come to this figure. I told you this is called a square, no? Square with all the 4 sides are equal. Look at this. It also having equal number of rows. Here there are in a matrix only 2 concepts we just now studied. What are they? Rows and columns. They are called rows and columns. So here if you look this square shaped figure or matrix having equal number of rows and columns. But if you look at this rectangular shape matrix having not equal, unequal number of rows and columns, right? Because it has only 2 rows and 5 columns. But if you look at this, it has 3 rows and 3 columns. So let me come and tell you the definition, which is called a square matrix, non-square matrix. So in a matrix, if it has equal number of rows and columns, means we can call such a matrix is called a square matrix. Square matrix. I will come back again. Anyway, it is called a square matrix. It is called a non-square matrix. So if you have a square matrix, means it has equal number of rows and equal number of columns. I hope you are know about the word row and columns. Okay, rows and columns, because I have shown in this example ABC are called rows, so it has 3 rows. In this particular example having 3 rows and 3 columns. In this example having only 2 rows and 5 columns. Now come this, then numbers may be positive, negative, they can be decimals or even complex. Any number, anything can be written, but it should be arranged in an order manner, like rows and columns will be called as a matrix. So in algebra, a matrix is usually represented by a capital letter, see like this, A, in bold or underlined. So if we used to give a matrix like A, like this bold letter, or even we can call it as some line also, not up. Up means there is another name. Now the numbers in a matrix are surrounded by square or curved. See, this is called curved braces. This is called a square. Look at this example, it is called a square shape. This example, this bracket is called square brackets. This braces is called curved braces. Okay, fine. So now you come see this example. Let me ask a question. In this example, it has how many rows and columns? How many rows? Number of rows, how many? Similarly, columns, how many? If you look at this, you can see how many we can count. There are 3 rows and 3 columns. So this is an example of a square matrix. Am I right? It has 3 rows and 3 columns. I have given in this collection of matrix having either positive number or negative number, or they may be decimal or even complex numbers also. If you look this example, this is a negative number. These are all other things are positive number, excluding except this 1 minus I is a complex number. You know, complex number is of the form A plus IB. So you will let you know these complex number and all in another setting. Okay, now I will explain only what is called a matrix. So now here I think you all get little bit idea about matrix. Okay. So next let me explain. I have explained already what is called rows and columns. I will come again. The horizontal lines of the elements are called rows. Just now I have explained. So this matrix contains 3 rows, right? 1, 2, 3. So how many columns? 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 columns. This is column number 1. This is column number 2. This is column number 3. So there are 3 columns. Again, this is column number, row number 1. What are row number 1? 2, 3, 5 and 2, 3 and 4 are called row number 1. Similarly, 1, 2 and 5 are called row number 2. Second row or row number 2. And 2 minus 4 and 9, it is called row, third row or row number 3. So in this example having 3 columns and 3 rows, right? The horizontal lines of the elements are called, horizontal means you are sitting in a bench, that direction is called horizontal, right Appa? So see, I can give you another example which is called horizontal, telling horizontal. If I draw a line like this way, it is called vertical line, it is called horizontal line, right? It is called vertical line, it is called horizontal. So the horizontal lines of the elements are called rows and the vertical lines of the elements are called columns, right Appa? So you know what is called a matrix. Matrix means it is nothing but a collection of elements in an arranged manner is called rows. Okay, it is a collection of numbers which is arranged in a right manner, either maybe a rectangle shape or a square shape is called a matrix. So each matrix having rows and columns, or matrix are all filled by rows and columns, So horizontal way of arranging elements or numbers are called rows, and vertical way of arranging the numbers or elements are called columns. Okay, fine. So let me ask a question to this example A. How many rows and columns? You can guess and tell me, because I have written there are 3 rows and 3 columns. So look at this example. How many rows and how many columns? Can anyone tell? So there are 3 rows and 2 columns. So I'll write here first how many rows, and second I'll write how many columns. So I can connect these two with a simple, like it is into, but we like to read it as by. Right, pa? We can read this symbol as by. 3 by 2. So it has 3 rows, row number 1, row number 2, row number 3. So this example having 3 rows, I have written here 3 and 2 columns, column 1 and column 2. There are 2 columns. So this is called the order of the matrix. Order of the matrix. So let me recollect what are the concepts we have studied now till now. Matrix having rows and columns. Equal number of rows and columns are called a square matrix. And now we shall see the order. I will give you again, anyway, through this example I am telling you. In this example, you know what are called rows and what are called columns. So likewise, if you count, it has, in this particular example, has 3 rows and 2 columns. If you look at this example, above example A, having 3 rows and 3 columns. So if you want, you can write this as 3. It is 3 rows and 3 columns. Here it is 3 rows and 2 columns. So it is called, this matrix will be called as a matrix of order 3 by 2. How do you read it as? It is a matrix of order 3 by 2. It is a matrix of order 3 by 3 because it has 3 rows and 3 columns. So it is a matrix of order 3 by 3. It is a matrix of order 3 by 2. But it has how many rows? 3 rows and 2 columns. Right? My answer is correct. It has 3 rows and 2 columns. I will give you another example. So see, it has only one column. Only one column. Here it is only one column. Having how many rows? 3 rows. Only one column, 3 rows. Right, pa? So it is called, only one column means it is called column matrix. If a matrix having only one column is called column matrix. Column matrix. It has a name, different name, because it has only one matrix. That's why it is called column matrix. Similarly, here how many rows? 3 rows and only one column. Right? Rows 3, column 1. It is Z. Look at this letter Z with 2 rows and 2 columns. Right? You can count. This is first row and this is second row. Am I right? So it has 2 rows and 2 columns. This is first column. This is second column. So it has 2 rows and 2 columns. So that's what I wrote here. 2 by, how do you read it? 2 by 2. Right? 2 rows and 2 columns. This is another example. Here it is how many rows? Row number 1, row number 2. There are 2 rows and how many columns? 1, 2, 3. 3 columns. So likewise you have to write there how many rows? Order, rows and columns. Here there are 2 rows and 3 columns. Right, Appa? So till now we have seen what is called a matrix. It is nothing but an arrangement of numbers. Put it in an arranged manner like rows and columns. We will put the numbers, write the numbers or fill the numbers in a arranged manner is called a matrix. Each matrix having rows and columns. So sitting or arranging numbers in a horizontal manner is called rows. Sitting or arranging or fixing numbers in a vertical manner is called columns. How many rows and how many columns you can count and write in a manner like I have written. I'll give you again. Dimension of a matrix. The dimension of or order. I have told already anyway. I'll repeat now. I'm repeating now. Dimension or order of a matrix. It is denoted by dim or A. It means how many rows and columns it has. A matrix having how many? If I have considered a matrix A, I have shown till now. It has. If it is a matrix, you look at how many rows. How many rows? If you look at how many rows. If you look this example A, it has 2 rows and 2 columns. So how many rows and columns it has? That is called order. How do you write the order? I have given already. But generally I am talking here. It is M by N. How do you read it? M by N. You read it as M by N. So M by N means order of a matrix. In this particular example, it has 2 rows and 2 columns. So this is it has equal number of rows and equal number of columns. So it has a name also. I'll tell you later. I have told already. It is also called a square matrix because it will look like a square shape. Square shape means it has all the 4 sides are equal. So equal number of rows and columns are also called a square. We will come one by one. So now we can, through this definition, you can learn what is called order of a matrix. Order of a matrix is nothing but you count how many rows and columns and write like this way. How do you write like this way? You have to write like M by N. This is what the way you should write the order of a matrix. So now you tell this example. How many rows and columns? 2 rows and 2 columns. How do you write? 2 by 2. Similarly, you can tell the order of this matrix. How many rows and how many columns? There are 3 rows and 2 columns. How do you write? 3 by 2. 3 by 2. Right? It will look like, how do you write? 3 by 2. How do you read it as? 3 by 2. Similarly, it has only 1 column, 3 rows. So we can write it as 3 by 1. Similarly, 2 by 2. So the way of writing of order of a matrix is also very important. So it is of order 2 by 2. So look at this example. There are 2 rows and 3 columns. So it has to write 2 by 2. How do you write the manner of telling the order of a matrix? M by N. M is how many rows? N is how many columns? So look at this example. See, it has 2 rows and 3 columns. Right, Appa? So I hope you can get a little bit idea about matrix, what is called row and what is called column, what is the order of a matrix. Order of a matrix means what? You count how many rows and how many columns. That is called its order. Telling the way of a matrix with the rows and columns way is called its order. So if you look at a matrix, if you look this matrix A and you are telling that this matrix A having 2 rows and 2 columns, that is called its order. Right, Appa? Okay, fine. So now we shall see what is called when a matrix is called a square matrix or a square matrix. I told you already, it has equal number of rows and columns. If you look at this matrix A, it is a generally written form of a matrix. See, A, it has 3 rows and 3 columns. It is called a square matrix. Now, if you look at this term, A is equal to matrix. See, Pa, this is the notation which you have to follow This is a notation you have to follow. See, I can repeat here. This is the way. If you write means, it means matrix A I J. This means what? This matrix having I rows and j columns. I don't know, j also we don't know. We can mention here how many i's and how many j's. This I means a row. See ma, this I means rows. Similarly, and this j means columns. Right appa? This I means rows and this j means columns. So generally speaking or writing in this brass or this square brass, or even you can follow this brass also, this bracket also, no problem. This is also the same meaning, either this way or this way, both are same only. Now this means it is a matrix with I rows and j columns, but we don't know I is always telling as rows, j is always telling as columns. See friends, if you cannot get this, if you will get only this Aij with the bracket means we cannot expect, or we don't know about the number of rows and columns. We know, you know, it is I is telling as row and j is column, that's all, but we don't know how many rows and columns. But this bracket with this m by n means this matrix is meaningful. Without this means this is meaningless. So the meaningful matrix can be written as a way is this, or can be defined as A is equal to inside the braces Aij with the order m by n. That means this matrix having, this particular matrix A having m rows and n columns. Right appa? So this means what? It is a general form of matrix with m rows and n columns. Let us write this in an expanded form as this form. So here I represent the row and j represent the column. That's what I said. Okay. Now we shall expand this. It has m by n. Suppose if you take this, or if it is general means we can write, see, I can write here A. If you don't know how many rows and how many columns means, you will write like this way: A11, A12, A13. I'll tell you what are these called. Similarly, you can expand A1n. See my dear friends, this means A11. This means this is the element which is present in this matrix, where it is sitting or where it is placed. This element A is placed in the first row as well as the first column. That is the meaning of the suffix. This Ij means this element A will be sitting in the first row of this matrix A as well as the first column of the matrix A. That is the meaning of the suffix. Similarly, A12 means this element will be placed in the first row and in the second column. A12 means first row, second column element is this. Right? Similarly, the second row will be denoted as A21. This is A22. A22 means what? Second row, second column. A23. A23 means second row, third column, etc. A2n. Similarly, etc. n number of rows. Finally, A m1, A m2, A m3, etc. A m n. This means what? This particular A having m rows and n columns. Right, Appa? That is what the meaning of this term, or the thing A is equal to Aij with m by n. This means this is the meaning. This is what it is. This is an example only. This is an example with 3 rows and 3 columns. But Aij with m by n means this is what the meaning. This means what? This particular matrix A having m rows and n columns. Right? So now if you look at this, it is the first element, first place. It is A11 is placed in the first row. Also A11 is placed in the first column. A11, the element A11 is placed in the first row as well as in the first column. That's why this suffix tells us 1 first row, the second suffix I here see the place I where we write it is 1, it means first row. The second place which we write 1 is means column. So this element A11 is placed in the first row, first column. So if you look at this, it is also in the first row, and A12 is present in the second column. Similarly, A13 is first row, third column. That is the meaning of this example. I will give you another example also. See this example. X is equal to 4, 6, 7 and minus 5. Just a minute. So let us give an example. X is equal to 4, 5. It is in the first row. 7 minus 7 and minus 5. It is in the second row. Minus 2 and 8. That is in the third row. Right, Appa? So see, according to this example, A11. So you have to give a name for this example. See, A11. What do you mean this? 4 is in the 4 is placed in the first row, first column. That's why here we write 4. Near 4 is nothing but the element which is present in the first row, first column. A11 is 4. Compare these two. A11 is 4. In this particular example with the 3 columns, but in this example having only 2 columns and 3 rows. First row, second row, third row and 2 columns. So A11 means 4. What is the name of this letter? 6. First row, second column. Right? A1, 2. 7. It is in the next bench. The first bench, second bench. So you usually used to sit in the school, first bench, second bench. So second bench sitting people will be called as second row people. So 7 is placed in the second row but is in the first column. So it is second row, first column. A2, second row, 1, first column. Minus 5 is second row, second column. Understood, Appa? Minus 2 is third row, first column. A31. 8 is third row, second column. A third row, second column. 32. Third row, second column. Right, Appa? So these are all just knowing all this which I am talking, all this are your 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th portion. Right? All this we also needed. In this engineering course, you all this basics needed. That's what I am telling you, the basics, only the basics. See this example. Y, it is a column matrix. From this example, you can see it is a column matrix with 3 rows and only 1 column. Each element, see the element A11, first element 4 will be called as A11, first row, first column. Second row, first column. Third row, first column. First row, first column A11. Second row, first column A21. Third row, first column A31. So 4 is placed in the first row, first column, denoted as A11. 6 is present in the second row, first column, A6. 8 is present in the third row, first column, that's why it is A31. Right, Appa? So only basics, matrix, what is called a row, what is called a column, what is called order, how do you define matrix in a general manner, like in the previous definition, A equal to matrix Aij with order, m rows and n columns. See, a matrix is said to be column matrix if it has only one column. These are all I have explained already. Only example I am revising you now. I have given all what is called a matrix, what are called a column, what are called rows, how do you count the order of a matrix. But through this example, you can tell the name of the matrix. See, this is a definition as well as example. So a matrix, brasses irundale matrix, numbers neat arrange pannirukku, so it is called a matrix. Now it has only one column, therefore it is called a column matrix. If you want to give this in a matrix representation, means it can be written as Aij with m by n. M by n means m rows, one column. Usually column matrix will be denoted by matrix representation as m by 1. M rows, only one column. Only one column means we can call it as column matrix. If it is only one row, means it is called it as row matrix. One row, n columns. See, only one row, there are two columns. It is called a column matrix. Right, Appa? So see, only basis. You can collect after my class. You can collect the same topics from your net, or you can refer your 12th or 11th, even lower classes portions also. So see, I have given all what is called a matrix, how do you arrange the rows and columns, when you call a matrix is a row matrix, when you call a matrix is a column matrix, how do you count the order of a matrix, everything I have spoken. Now I am repeating again, a matrix in which the number of rows is equal to number of columns is said to be what? Square. I have given an example also, no? You know the shape of a square. It has 4 sides. All the 4 sides are equal, no? Just bear it. It is dancing, no problem. Get what is a square. All the 4 sides are equal is called a square. My dear boys, understood? My dear boys and girls, it is called a square. So we can draw equal opposite sides, as all the 4 sides are equal is called a square. So see, square with the term matrix. You know already what is called a matrix. So square matrix. Square shape matrix is called a square matrix. Square shape matrix means what? Here matrix with the only we were talking about the terms with the matrix or rows and columns. So we can tell square matrix with the help of rows and columns. That's why we can give the definition called square matrix, which is equal number of rows and columns. So in a matrix with the equal number of rows and columns means it is called a square matrix. Okay, fine. Now I don't want to spend much time because I have explained already. Normally the order of a square matrix representation for order of a square matrix is n by n. See, n by n means what? N rows and n columns. N by n means n rows and n columns. That's why it is here written A is equal to Aij with n rows, n columns. Now the next definition which I like to tell you is diagonal matrix. Diagonal. So before telling this diagonal, I can add one more concept to this matrix, which is I can write a matrix and I will tell you now. A, B, a matrix, just I am writing now, I am telling one more concept, and then we will come what is called the diagonal. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H and I. Right, Appa? This is the matrix. In looking this matrix itself, you can guess how many rows. There are 3 rows. How many columns? There are 3 columns. So it order of the matrix is 3 by 3. Right? Now I have explained already the way of sitting horizontal manner is called rows, and the way of sitting vertical manner is called columns. Am I right? Fine. Now the way of arranging in this way, see, it is a diagonal. Am I right? Diagonal. It is called diagonal elements. See, the elements which are A, E, I, these 3 are called diagonal elements. See, look at this word, diagonal elements. Here from this matrix, in my example, I have given a matrix A. To this, look this a matrix and tell these elements A, E, I are called diagonal elements. Or if you look this example, 2, 2, 9. The elements which are in this way, or collecting the elements in this way, are called diagonal elements. Right, Appa? Diagonal elements. Fine. Now let us come to this definition, which is called diagonal matrix. Just I have given it is called diagonal elements. That's all. Here we are going to learn it is called diagonal matrix. Right? So you must know the difference between diagonal elements. Diagonal elements, it's very important. Diagonal elements and diagonal matrix. Both are different diagonal matrix. So just I have explained what is called diagonal elements. Diagonal elements. So see, looking this matrix, these 3 elements are called diagonal elements. Now let me explain. I am going to explain you what is called diagonal matrix. See here, a square matrix. A square matrix with only diagonal elements are present. A square matrix, a matrix with only diagonal elements are present. Only diagonal, a matrix, you know, a matrix having, matrix means it has rows and columns, no? So any matrix having only diagonal elements are present, all other elements are 0 means it is called a diagonal matrix. Let me repeat. So a matrix only having diagonal elements present, the remaining all other elements are all 0 means that is called a diagonal matrix. Look at this example. Example A with 2, first row 2, 0, 0, 0, 7, 0, 0, 0, 9. Look at this, only I have given here the elements are placed in this manner is called diagonal elements. Diagonal elements. Here, look at this matrix A, only diagonal elements are having present. Other upper, lower, all are absent. That means are all 0. Right, Appa? So, looking this example, diagonal elements only present. Above and lower of diagonal elements are all 0. Such a matrix is called diagonal matrix. A matrix having with only diagonal elements are present, other elements are 0 means it is called a diagonal matrix. So usually, normally, if you want to get a diagonal means you can get a diagonal from a square only. If you have a matrix with the rectangular matrix A, B, C, D, I can give you example E, F, G, H. So this is also a matrix, but if you look at it has 2 rows and 4 columns. It is not a square. Here you cannot get a diagonal. If you want, you can get a diagonal only this, but it is not correct. Fine. So learning or knowing a word which is diagonal, you can get the word diagonal from a square itself. So basically you are going to learn the word or the term which is called diagonal matrix. You will get it will from a square matrix only. Otherwise you may not get a diagonal from a non-square matrix. You want a diagonal means you supposed to get a diagonal from a square matrix only, right? A square matrix is said to be diagonal. So that's why the definition will be of the form a square matrix will be diagonal. A square matrix is said to be diagonal, or a square matrix is called a diagonal matrix. Otherwise we cannot learn or use the word diagonal. We can use the word diagonal only from a square matrix. So we are talking about the word diagonal from a square matrix. Automatically diagonal from a square matrix, that's why it is called a diagonal matrix. So let me complete it. A square matrix is said to be diagonal matrix if all its non-diagonal elements. Non-diagonal, what do you mean the term non-diagonal? I have given here, these are called diagonal. Other than diagonal elements are called non-diagonal elements, right appa? So 2 2 the elements are of the form 2 2 9 are called diagonal. 3 4 5 and 1 2 minus 4 are all called non-diagonal elements. Non-diagonal elements. So the elements 2 2 9 are called diagonal elements, and other diagonals above and lower are all called non-diagonal elements, right appa? So here the definition of diagonal matrix is a square matrix is said to be diagonal matrix if all its non-diagonal elements are 0. I think it is clear, right appa? What are called diagonal elements, what are called non-diagonal elements? So diagonal elements are this, non-diagonal elements are these. Above and lower elements are called non-diagonal. So in a square matrix only diagonal elements are present, other non-diagonal elements are 0 means it is called a diagonal matrix. So basically this is the representation of a diagonal matrix. A equal to Aij with Aij equal to 0 when I not equal to j. That means it is what, how do you read this? A11, A22, A33. So all these diagonal elements are called A11, A22, A33. I can show you. See here. I can show you the diagonal elements are how do you see? Look at this example. A11, A12, A13, A21, 22, 23, 31, 32, 33. So see, look at this diagonal elements. Suffix are same. 11, 22, 2, 33. It is wrong. 33. 11, 22, 33. These are all called diagonal elements. Diagonal elements always with the same suffix. First row, first column. Second row, second column. Third row, third column. Right appa? So other entries, upper, lower. So all those are called non-diagonal elements. So now you are familiar with the term diagonal matrix. A square matrix is said to be diagonal matrix if all its non-diagonal elements are 0. This is an example. Definition. And the matrix representation is A equal to Aij. If Aij equal to 0, that means I not equal to j. So see, you can look at this example. This 0 will be called as A12, 13, 21, 23, 31, 32. So I j not equal. That is the matrix representation of a diagonal matrix. Now we shall see a matrix will be called a scalar matrix. Scalar, scale. See, in a diagonal matrix, if the diagonals elements are same, equal, in a diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix means what? What is called a diagonal matrix? Only diagonal elements are present. No, only diagonal elements are present. Upper, lower are all 0. Only diagonal elements are present means it is called a diagonal matrix. If suppose the diagonal elements are same elements, equal elements, means if the diagonal elements are equal, same, means it is called a scalar matrix. So we can give n number of examples. So A 0 0 0, B 0 0 0, C. What is called this? It is called a diagonal element, diagonal matrix. Only diagonal elements are present. Upper lower entries are all 0. A 0 0 0, A 0 0 0, A. So what is called this? This is also a matrix with the diagonal elements are present only. It is also a diagonal matrix, but if you look at the diagonal elements, all the elements are same, equal. So this particular matrix is called a scalar matrix. This is called a diagonal matrix. So diagonal matrices are all scalar matrices are always called a diagonal matrix, but the diagonal matrices are not called a scalar matrix. Okay appa, scalar na diagonal matrix ah irukano, but the diagonal elements alla same ah irukano, equal ah irunduchana scalar matrix. Diagonal matrix na diagonal elements mattum present avladha, adula diagonal la epdipatta elements irukanungra avasiyam illa, diagonal la element present ah irukano. Ipa I will give you another example for diagonal matrix, and then A 0 0 0 2 0 0 0 0. This is also a diagonal matrix only. Diagonal A 2 0. These are the 3 elements. See, this is also called a diagonal matrix only. What are the diagonal elements? 2 0 0. But it should not, at least one of these diagonal elements should be non-zero. At least one of these diagonal elements should be non-zero. Otherwise, we cannot tell it is a diagonal matrix. Diagonal should be present with at least one element will be non-zero. So see, this is an example of a diagonal as well as scalar. Since it is a diagonal, because diagonal elements are present, all other non-diagonal elements are 0, therefore it is called a diagonal matrix. But here the diagonal elements are equal, same, therefore it is also called a scalar matrix, right? But this is called a diagonal matrix only, it is not scalar. This is called a scalar matrix, not a diagonal. This is a scalar as well as diagonal. So we can come to the conclusion that scalar matrix are always diagonal. Scalar matrix are always diagonal matrix. But not the converse. Converse means diagonal matrix we cannot call it is always a scalar matrix. If the diagonal matrix with the diagonal elements are same, we can call it is also a scalar matrix. Right appa? The next one is identity matrix. That is also all this diagonal identity or under scalar diagonal matrix. If the diagonal elements are all 1, see, diagonal elements are all same, means it is called a scalar. If the diagonal elements are all 1, means it is called identity matrix. If the diagonal elements are all 1, means it is called identity matrix. I can give you an example. 1 0 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Look at this matrix. It has 3 rows, 3 columns. Only diagonal elements are present. Non-diagonal elements are 0. And here the diagonal elements are 1. So it is called identity. It is also called a scalar matrix. It is also called a diagonal matrix. So it is a scalar matrix with the diagonal elements are equal to 1. This is what the example. This is the example. General representation of identity matrix is A equal to Aij. With the Aij, non-diagonal elements are all 0. Ij equal to not equal to 1 and Aij equal to 1. Ai, diagonals are all 1. This means Ai equal to j equal to 1. What means? Only diagonals are all 1. Non-diagonal elements will be denoted as not equal to j. Other entries are all 0. So this is the matrix general representation of an identity matrix. So in this example, here you look at this 0 matrix. So a matrix with the all the elements are 0 means it is called 0 matrix. All the elements are 0. See, A 0 0, everything 0. I can give you an example. Everything 0 is called a 0 matrix. Okay, find matrix, order, rows, columns, square matrix, identity matrix, diagonal matrix, scalar matrix, 0 matrix. These are all basic only I have given. So with this basic we can first of all let us see some of its operation. Only 3 operation, only 2, multiplication and addition. But we can multiply a matrix with a number scale, as well as we can multiply a matrix with a matrix. All matrix multiplication also we can even in your regular class also we can explain. Anyhow, I'll give you basic. So first of all let us see scalar multiplication. To multiply a matrix by a scalar, we have to multiply all of the elements by that scalar. See, for example, A equal to the matrix A equal to 4, 5 and 1 and 4, 5, 1 and minus 4, 5, 1 and minus 4. So if you want to find out minus 3 into A means you have to multiply each element of A by this minus 3. You should multiply 4 with the minus 3, 5 with the minus 3, 1 with the minus 3 and minus 4 with the minus 3. So 4 with the minus 3 is minus 12, 5 with the minus 3 is minus 15, 1 with the minus 3 is minus 3, minus 4 with the minus 3 is 12. So this is the answer, or this is the meaning of called a scalar multiplication. To multiply a matrix by a scalar, multiply all of the elements by a scalar. So this is another example. A is A is 2. This is A, 2A. How do you get to 2A? I will give you now it's, and then I will give you the answer also. 2 into minus 2 into 2. So it is minus 4. 2 into root 3. It is 2 root 3. 2 into 1. It is 2. 2 into minus I is minus 2i. So I told you no, each element of the given matrix will be multiplied by the scalar. That is called the scalar multiplication. So see, it is 2a. I wrote already. So then addition, subtraction are all familiar. Addition, subtraction. So addition, subtraction means you have to add or subtract their elements corresponding. So till now we have seen a single matrix with the order, row, column, square matrix, scalar matrix, identity matrix, diagonal matrix, 0 matrix, even scalar multiplication. All are under a single matrix. All are under the word with a single matrix. We had everything with a single matrix. Now we are going to see what is called addition, subtraction. So we need minimum 2 matrices. We cannot, otherwise we cannot tell the word add or subtract. So see, So suppose if you want to add two matrices means simply add or subtract relevant elements. Relevant elements means what? See, for example, here A is equal to this matrix, B is equal to this. Will you add these two? See, the relevant element of minus 2 is 2. The relevant element of 9 is 3. But again, the relevant element of 1 is 1, 7 is 2. So this is what, only if you have B with these two means you can get the relevant element corresponding. But dear friends, we will wind up it. We can see the rest of the part in another class. Okay, thank you all. Thank you for your patient listening.
இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்ததுன்னா லைக் பண்ணுங்கள், ஷேர் பண்ணுங்கள், கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்கள். இதே மாதிரி இன்னும் நிறைய வீடியோஸ் பார்க்கணுன்னா மறக்காமல் டார்ஜில் லேர்னிங் ஹப்பை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்கள். அந்த பெல் ஐக்கானையும் ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணுங்கள்.